Great moms fails, Mother's Day fails contest. That was fun. Let's now do the lunch rush. It's not Aki's A-list. It's not shot or no shot. It's not Waddle's world.
It's not Muslim musings.
It's not Muslims.
I might have one musing. I might have one musing for you.
You
today.
might?
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to do the lunch rush on the Carmen and Jurko show.
We'll get to the musing later.
Okay.
CBS Sports has put out their quarterback power rankings.
Oh, boy.
Number one is very obvious.
I think number one is a guy named Patrick Mahomes.
It is Patrick Mahomes.
He's kind of 101 right now, isn't he, guys? Like, isn't he in a class all on his own?
So.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
I mean, there's some great quarterbacks in this league, but he's the best of the best.
One of one.
101.
One of one.
Okay.
Number two?
I'm gonna say Joe Burrow.
He is number four.
Okay, then I'm gonna say Lamar Jackson.
He is number six.
Josh Allen.
He is number three.
Why am I missing two?
Brock Purdy.
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
Brock Purdy is number two.
I'm surprised
Let's
at
give
that.
the kid the respect he deserves. 2 seasons, 2 NFC title games, 1 valiant Super Bowl effort. Does he have a sterling setup in San Francisco? Yes. Does he operate like a 10-year vet managing the pocket as both an efficient and mobile gunslinger? Also, yes.
That's clickbait. No, seriously, you only do that so then you hope people react and then it ends up on First Take.
Maybe you're right.
Maybe. CJ Stroud comes in at number 5. That's the other from the top 5 that you missed.
CJ's already in the top five, dude. So it's Allen 3, Burrow 4, CJ 5?
Yes.
Wow.
Lamar Jackson 6, Jalen Hurts 7, Dak 8, Herbert 9, Jordan Love number 10, Aaron Rodgers number 11, and scrolling, number 23, Caleb Williams.
You know, I don't think that top 10's all that bad. I mean, Brock Purdy's high for me.
He's better than Will Levis, who's at 22.
Yeah,
Caleb?
but he's not better
Yeah.
than Joe Burrow.
No, he's not better than
What are
Joe
we doing
Burrow,
here?
but
I thought you meant Caleb's
oh no,
better.
Caleb is better. Yeah,
He meant
Caleb's better than
Caleb's
Will
better.
Levis is 22.
Brock Purdy's a lot better than Will Levis.
No, but
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm with Chris. Like, I don't mind that top 10 too much. Brock Purdy's just too high. And I like Brock Purdy,
Yeah.
but he's too high.
You wouldn't have guessed him. I did.
Trevor not in the top 10, you said, right?
Trevor Lawrence, I did not mention him. Trevor Lawrence is 15.
Okay, I might have Trevor a little
I think
higher,
last year he deserved his ranking where he's at right now.
I don't think it's a terrible list. I don't think it's a terrible top 10, but the Brock Purdy thing at 2 seems a little nutty to me, and I probably like him more than most. Shane Orling's going to lose his mind when he sees that. Did Shay? I don't know. I missed some of Cap and Hoodie this morning.
Where's
Did they
Jared
talk
Goff?
about that?
Where's Jared
Because
Goff?
Shay's going to go. Shay's going to go.
Rightfully so.
He's going to lose his mind when
Goff
he sees
is
that.
13, Yurko.
Thank you.
That's the Purdy range.
Why is Shea going to lose his mind?
Oh,
Brock Purdy should not
ask
be
him
2.
about Brock Purdy.
Why?
Come on.
I don't think he should be 2. That's way too high. He's not better than Joe.
he's better
Burrow.
than Josh Allen?
I don't think he's better than Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. There's at least 4 guys he's not better than.
But
I don't think he's better than Aaron Rodgers.
But he gets
either.
his due. I mean, he gets his due.
I like him more than most, I feel like, but he's certainly not better than Joe Burrow. I don't think he's better than Josh Allen. He's not better than Aaron Rodgers when Aaron Rodgers is
he
healthy.
better than Herbert? No.
I mean, I
He's
feel
not
like
better
I'm
than
biased.
Herbert.
I don't think he is either, but I feel like people would very easily throw in my face. Herbert's never won a playoff game, and he's been to 2 NFC title games. So I think I'd rather have Justin Herbert than Brock Purdy. I think Kyle Shanahan would rather have Justin Herbert than Brock Purdy. Don't you?
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
Well, he's moved out a lot of quarterbacks just to make sure Brock Purdy's his guy. Yeah, he's moved out some people.
I think if you gave him the choice, he'd take Justin Herbert.
Well,
Okay.
they really had to swallow a lot of crap on the Trey Lance thing.
Yeah, they did, Europe.
I mean, they traded up to get him.
Yep.
They failed miserably.
Yes, they did.
And you know what they said? Okay, we'll move on. Life goes on.
Yeah. Well, when you got a guy like Shanahan, it's a little easier maybe to do that. Okay, what else?
All right, sticking with the clickbait theme, Yahoo Sports has their ranking of the best quarterback situations for rookies.
Like now or all
yes,
time?
no, right now.
Oh. Well, that's got to be Bears 1, right?
Nope.
Wow. JJ, I
Nope.
guess? What?
JJ's 3.
Caleb's
Caleb's
2.
2.
And who's going into the best? They're not saying Michael Penix.
They are saying Michael Penix.
Really?
Because he gets to sit for 2 years,
Oh, that's
possibly, and learn on the
That's dumb.
job.
That's dumb.
That's silly. That's not even worth it.
wrote that?
Charles Robinson.
That's an
from
article
Yahoo.
that shouldn't have been written. It's dumb.
Boy,
Good normally.
I was just going to say,
I like Charles Robinson.
That's terrible.
This is why
That's terrible.
This is what we need to
editors,
play football.
editors and producers and an extra set of eyeballs are necessary.
That's terrible.
That's why, right?
Yeah.
Because someone else looks at that and goes, "What?"
Well, Chris, they might have one of his editors might have tasked him with that and said, "Who knows? That's terrible."
Still.
And I like Charles
That's
Robinson.
terrible.
Still,
Terrible.
put him at 2.
Terrible.
Put him at 2 and be like, listen, Caleb's 1. Like, I'm trying to make a thing here.
Unless you're holding something against the Bears because of their history.
No,
there's
he's
just
simply
no
saying that
way-
because he gets to sit and learn on the job.
Yeah, there's that's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Next.
Not as clickbaity. On FanDuel, the Coach of the Year odds are out
Coach of the year for the NFL.
for the NFL.
Coach of the year odds are out.
There are 3 that are at 10-1, which is the highest you can be,
Okay, I'm going to say
or lowest odds, I guess
lowest
technically.
odds.
But
I'm
you know
going
what
to
I
say
mean.
Matt Eberflus is one of them.
Matt Eberflus is one of them.
I'm going to also say that.
I'll give you another new
Matt
face.
LaFleur's. Oh, another new face. Okay, is Matt LaFleur one of them?
Matt LaFleur is 16-1.
He's 16. Okay, another new face. All right, let's
New
think
face in the NFL. Old face, new face.
Raheem Morris.
Raheem Morris is up there. Another new face, old face.
So Raheem Morris is tied with Eberflus at 10-1, and then another old face, new face.
Yeah, old face,
so an
new
old
face.
Face, new coach. That would be.
Was a coach, now a coach
What
again.
was a coach and is now a coach again.
Successful coach.
Very successful head coach. Many wanted him here.
Who am I blanking? Many wanted him here. Harbaugh. Duh.
Yeah,
Jim Harbaugh.
Yes.
Jim Harbaugh.
So
yeah, that
Raheem
sounds about
Morris,
right.
Jim Harbaugh, Matt Eberflus, all 10-1. D'Amico Ryans 14-1, along with Jonathan Gannon, Shane Steichen, Dave Canellis, Matt LaFleur, all 16-1.
I like the Steichen. If Anthony Richardson stays healthy, and listen, he's still got to be good. We didn't see much of a sample, but I like the Steichen at like 15-1 if you want something slightly longer odds. Not too much of a difference between 10 and 15-1, but still, I kind of like that Steichen. It's sneaky good pick. Eberflus, you guys, in a year is going to go from the favorite to be first coach fired to one of the favorites for coach of the year.
Yeah.
Go figure that. I mean, last October, you guys, he was the favorite for first coach to be fired. And now he's one of the preseason favorites for coach of the
He
year.
turned the beat around.
Gotta
That's what
love
he
the
did.
NFL. Turn the beat
That's right.
around.
7 wins.
What else, Adam?
Joe Burrow wants a second bye for teams. He said
I
having
played.
having a bye
Jurko did
in
that.
week 5 and week 6 isn't fair because then you still have 12 games left.
That was the 93 season, right?
I played in the season that had 2 byes.
Yeah.
Our first bye came too early. It was after week 3. And then our second bye was fine wherever it was at. But the first one was way too early.
Yeah.
So if you had a bye after week 5, including the 5 weeks of training camp, 5 and 5, 10, and then you had one after week 12, I think that's perfect.
yeah.
But that's tough to maneuver. You think one bye is tough.
With
Well,
a,
we wouldn't get the schedule till June.
well,
maybe.
and with a longer schedule too, with more
Right.
games, soon to
June
go to
9th.
soon to go to 18. You start adding another bye, it really drags this thing out. But maybe that's what they want anyway. They're going to get to President's Day weekend soon enough. So maybe that's what's coming.
Yep. And then my musing real quick.
Yes.
A Chicago music legend passed away today, or yesterday, I guess, technically. Steve Albini. If you don't know who he is, trust me, you know who he is. He was a producer and engineer who produced on over 2,000 albums. He's based out of Chicago, most famously Nirvana's In Utero. He also produced the Pixies, Superchunk, Urge Overkill, Jawbreaker, Fugazi, excuse me, The Breeders, Cheap Trick, Bush, Robert Plant. If you listen to music in the 90s, early 2000s, and the late 80s in there too, you listen to an album that was engineered or produced by Steve Albini, and he never took royalties from the albums. He got one fee, and that was it because he didn't believe it was fair for producers and engineers to work once on an album and then take royalties for the rest of their lives.
Wow. Listen.
And he, like, the In Utero thing, the whole story between him and Nirvana and how he became that producer is fascinating. I strongly suggest if you're a fan of music, look that up. But this is a giant in the music producing and engineering and Chicago music world.
All right. I'm glad Adam brought this to our attention. Why he died young? He was only 60. What happened?
I think he was sick. I don't know exactly
Oh,
what.
man. Okay. Well, I did not know about. See, I'm not the music man. Adam is. but thanks for sharing.
Just not Motown.
And enlightening us. Very good.